Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana super early on Friday morning and try to get this out to you guys quick. This is the recap of the PWCC May Premier Auction. I don't know how many cards we have. I think it was in the 80s. I cannot any longer sort them in order for you and work my way up from the bottom to the top because PWCC changed their filters 2 months ago. I can give you the results, but you can't sort those results highest to lowest because you have to waste it on the filter to sort the PWCC Premier Auction sales history by date. And so you either sort it by date or you sort it highest to lowest. If you sort it highest to lowest, it pulls all PWCC Premier Auctions in history. If you sort it by date, you get last night's results, but you do not get them in dollar value order. So I can't work bottom to top like I like to do. So I'm just going to go in any completely random order, and we're going to stop when we get to earlier auctions. And so here we go. Let me screen share with you. As always, I've got some of these pulled up in Card Ladder. If this is your first time watching this video, buckle up. I go really fast. I talk really fast. I cannot talk about every card, so I apologize in advance. Some of them I pull up in Card Ladder, some of them I don't. There is no rhyme or reason whatsoever. I just get in, I click, and I start screaming. So here we go. Card number one, which we will look up in Card Ladder because it's a relevant card. It's a Pop 4. It's the 2003 LeBron James Chrome X-Fractor. These were serial number to 220. It's a BGS 10, which makes it a Pop 4, and it sold last night for $78,000. Again, all of these results are going to be with the 20% buyer's premium included, so this is money out the door paid by the seller. So $78,000 last night. As you can see, in the last 6 months, it's only sold last night and then one more time at the end of March for $116. That is a big drop off. What is that? $22,000, $38,000 plus dollars. So it's down 32% over the last 6 months. If we look at the last 2 years, it is absolutely frightening that someone is into this card for $312,000 and now it's worth $78,000. So you're talking about almost exactly 1/4, which means it's down exactly 75% from where it was back in 2022. Again, that's not 2021, that's 2022. 2021 cards some of them were even higher, and so it'll be an even more noticeable drop. But that's a sad story for that card, which is a humongous card. Again, LeBron getting bounced and swept in 4 games doesn't help. LeBron announcing his retirement, I don't know if that helps or hurts. I'm announcing his I've got to consider it thing. I think it's really more for attention. As usual, LeBron is the master manipulator of the media, so we'll see if he's serious about it. My hunch is we will see LeBron James on a court opening night 2023-24 season. I would be astonished if we did not, as I'm sure most of you would as well. And this is a badass card. The Celtics won again last night. Are they going to be the first team in the last 151 down 0-3 series, 7-game series, to come back and win the series? Can they win 4 in a row? They got to beat the Heat one more time on the court in Miami, and then they got to beat them at home in Game 7 in the Garden. 12,600. This is not his true RPA. This is the serial number to 5 Emerald. So everything about this card is green on green. I'm surprised Jaylen Brown's Hot Top Fade isn't green. This is just a gorgeous card. 12,600 for this beautiful Jaylen Brown card last night. Guys, I'm going to skip through all the sealed wax. You guys are going to have to do your own research on that. There was a lot of sealed cases that sold last night. I'm not going to go through all those. I'm not going to go through the prices. I'm going to try to get through this video in a reasonable amount of time. We got a Kobe Bryant Black Mamba Inscriptions autograph BGS 8.5 does $37,200. That's a Pop 5 card, serial number to 25. Of course, we've got the great chronology, Stitches in Time, Michael Jordan patch autograph. Really beautiful card here. BGS 9 for this one. It's serial number 2 out of 25. The Jordan autograph is gorgeous. It sells for $37,200. We've got a Kobe Bryant insert rookie, the 1996 Finest Apprentices Refractor. It's card number 74 in PSA 10 without coating. This is only a Pop 8 card. This Kobe does $34,200. We've got a Flawless Steph patch auto SGC 9.5 with a 10 for the auto, does $73.50. That's a serial number to 10 card. The true RPA for Devin Booker from 2015. The true RPAs that year were serial number to 99 like they are now, but they were horizontal, which a lot of people don't dig for whatever reason. I'm fine with it, but some people don't dig them. I guess the way they sit in your box, you just can't show it. But of course, if you're vaulting or you're showing it on screen, it's no harm done. This BGS 9, 10 autograph, Devin Booker, really cool looking patch autograph, does $6,900. I don't know anything about the card. I don't know anything about Devin Booker collecting, but that seems really cheap to me. Right next to it, we've got a one-of-one masterpiece, LeBron championship ticket. Again, not autographed, not a patch, just a straight up card, but it is a serial number 1/1, and I know there's huge 1/1 LeBron collectors out there. We've got the 2003 Topps Chrome factory sealed box pulled up. And sorry, we are going to look at that Booker. Let's look at that Booker. It sold last night for $6,900. The last sale was $12,600. So damn near a 2-for-1, down 45% from the last sale. If we scroll out, this is going to be a recurring theme. This card once sold for $54,000. Now it's $7,000. That is a really, really scary factor, a fraction of what it hit in 2022. Again, timing is unique and peculiar, to say the least. We've got the Topps 2003 Topps Chrome box pulled up. Last night it sold for the lowest that it's sold for in the last 15 sales. So even sealed wax is not immune. This is the only wax that I'm going to look up because it's a pretty relevant wax box. I'm not going to look up all the cases as I mentioned, but this 2003 Topps Chrome box, obviously if the constituent cards within the box are down 75% over the last 2 years, one would presume and conclude and deduce that the box would also be down similarly. And this one is down pretty significantly over the last 6 months, 23% over the last 2 years. These boxes were once selling for $27,000 and $28,000. So again, 66% down. So if the cards in the box are going down, I can assure you, just because it's sealed and there's a box doesn't mean that's not going to go down. They're going to go down in a very similar fashion. They're going to be correlative. The prices are going to be correlative. We're going to look this card up too because it was won by a fantastic Jordan collector that's in a group chat who is a good social media or a good Instagram friend of mine. He picked up this BGS 9.5 1986 Fleer. What? Who did? Yes, I can talk about a 1986 Fleer Jordan card and not be harassed. This card actually sold for $66,000. Yes, I realize it's a crazy high pop card and it's junk wax. And it's there's millions and millions of them. There's 536 of them, but we can still talk about it. It went last night for $66,000. The unique thing about this 9.5 that went last night is, unlike this 9.5, which is a mixed gem, the card last night that sold, as you can see, has 2 10s. One for centering, which is by far the most important subgrade for the 1986 Fleer product, and then it also has a 10 for surface. So a BGS 9.5 with 2 10 subgrades. Is there a crossover to PSA 10 potential? I don't know, but if he can pull it off, or if he's even considering trying to pull that off, you're talking about $130,000, $110,000 to $140,000 increase in the value of the card. So that's pretty interesting. But going back to it, let's see. This card's not as high a sale as the one prior, which was right here in the PWCC Premier from May 11th. I didn't even know there was a PWCC Premier in May 11th. That doesn't sound right. That might have been a weekly, or maybe something's confused. But I thought the PWCC Premier was once a month. Who knows? I don't know. Somebody else can do the research. But this one last night sells for $66,000. You can see these have been all over the place, and this is just an indication and evidence that subgrades mean everything. So I assure you, as this graph undulates upward and downward over the last 6 months, a lot of that hinges on the eye appeal of the card. Of course, like your personal perspective of what the card looks like matters, but also the actual subgrades matter. In one half subgrade, especially 2 half subgrades, like in last night's sale, can swing a card from $33,000 to double $66,000 real quickly. Because again, I'm not saying last night's buyer is considering this, but if there's crossover potential to a PSA 10, I think you guys can remember from many videos in the past, PSA 10's $168,000 card last sold, $169, $160, $168. So you're talking about a $100,000 difference with no PWCC sticker. The Doncic cracked ice serial number to 25 autograph 9.5 does $17,400. 4 sealed waxes sell. A lot of sealed wax from 2015 to 2018, okay? So if you guys are interested in seeing what sealed wax is doing, here's 4 cases for you. 2017 Select, 2017 Select, 2016 Select, 2017 Prism Hobby Jumbo. So you're talking about Tatum and Fox and those fellas in that product right there. $11,000 for that case. This is an interesting one, right? So let's pull up the Jason Tatum. That's 2 in a row the Celtics have got. They've got Big Mo on their side now. It's a 4-2 series going back to Miami. If they pull this off, In the short term, I'm not a short-term guy, but this might end up being a nice little pickup in the short term. This is Jason Tatum's True RPA, 2-color patch, serial number to 99. It's a BGS 9.5 min gem. Last night it does 27.6. Let's pull him up. Here we go. That is the lowest sale in a very, very long time. 24,000. Why does it say 20? Oh, was there two of them that sold last night? There was. So one sold on Golden for 20. This one sold on PWCC Premier for 7,600 more. That's about 33% more on PWCC than on Golden. I'd have to look at the actual subgrades to see if there's that big a difference. This is not a good look for Golden. So that's a min gem on Golden last night. This one last night on PWCC Premier, also a min gem, the same subgrades, the same 2-color patch. I would assume that the autograph on the Golden one was also a 10. I don't know for sure, but let's see. Yeah, it was. So that's not a good look for Golden. Maybe Golden competing, is that the Golden Weekly, I guess, that sold last night? So for those of you, I've talked about this before. If we look at the card ladder and we look at the sales data point, you're going to see a data point of 24. Neither card sold for 24. The one on Golden sold for 20. The one on PWCC sold for 27. They merge them, they average them, and they put that data point in there. Card ladder does not put two data points. They choose one data point with the average of the two cards sold on the same day. And so that's what's going on right there. But if we look at this card over the last 6 months, it's down 59%. Too much, too fast. If we look at it over the last 2 years, you can see the card once sold for $71,000, and now it's selling for a third of that. The LeBron Autograph SPX 750 does 14.4 and a PSA 1010. The Kobe Essential Credentials Future PSA 9 sells for $58,800. For those of you not familiar, that is one of the, maybe, I'm going to go out on a limb here. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe one of the top 5 non-masterpiece Kobe Bryant parallels from the 90s. I think that's safe to say, and I'm including Jordan in there too. Like, if you ask for the top Jordan parallels from the 90s, I would say Essential Credential Future. Let's just say top 10 to be safe. This is a huge card. I think it's a horrible colorway. Personally, that's just me. When I see the card, maroon, red, and purple is disgusting. Big card, people, it's highly sought after. It's a massive parallel from the 90s for those who don't know the card very well. 58.8 for this Kobe PSA 9. And PSA 9 is a really good grade as well. Like, that's a really good grade for that parallel. We got a dual logo man, but it's not a one-on-one masterpiece. It's serial number to 5, so keep that in mind. LeBron and Wade, beautiful card here, does $58,800. So these two cards sold for the exact same price. And I guess it's not something that I would want to pose to you guys as viewers, because most people are either a LeBron or a Kobe collector. Most people are not both. And then most people collect 90s or they collect logo men. They don't mix both. And so it's probably the question is moot, as Eddie Murphy would have said on Saturday Night Live in the 80s. We got a dual logo man autograph, two of the biggest mouths in the history of basketball. One of them I like, Gary Payton. One of them I do not like at all, Paul Pierce. I got to watch his dumb ass run and dance up and down, and all his look at me, attention seeking, has been act on the sideline last night. Are we going to have to watch this guy dance up and down the sideline every time Boston goes on a run? I sure hope not. Stop giving him tickets courtside, because I'm tired of seeing Paul Pierce. Everybody is. A black refractor 2003 LeBron James Chrome BGS 9 does $14,700. The Jordan PSA 9 does $16,800. This is a 1-of-1 Kevin Durant white refractor. These were 1-of-1s in the finest product. Pretty interesting. I don't understand that border being so gigantic down there. $21,600 for this Kevin Durant 1-of-1 rookie card. The Jordan Prism Jewel sticker, I think that's what it's called. The Prism Jewels, yep. Prism Jewel sticker, Michael Jordan, that my 7-year-old daughter drew a couple years ago. BGS 8.5 for this card, $13,800. And some of you who don't know this card or not familiar with Jordan collecting or this particular Jordan card may be asking, what the hell is somebody paying $13,800 for this card for? Well, number one, I'll start with Jordan collectors are crazy. By the way, here's the Kobe Essential Credentials Future. $58,000. The last one sold for $90,000, so $32,000 drop over the last. What is this one? This one sold in September, so it's about 9 months, something like that. That's a pretty frightening revelation. Here's that Prism Jewel card if you want to see it up close. Obviously, this one doesn't look as good as the one that sold last night. This one looks much better from a color standpoint. This one looks a little faded, honestly. But sales last night for $13,800. It's only a pop 27. If we look at the pop chart, it's only been graded 226 times. So there's just not a lot of these little Prism Jewel cards out there. And as you can see, the gem rate is 0 for Beckett. 0, yes. So the 8.5 is a pop 27. There's only 7 higher 9s. In the PSA 10s, there's one of these bad boys in the world. I don't know who owns it. Usually I know stuff like that, but I don't know who owns the PSA 10 Prism Jewel sticker. Comment below if you know who owns it. It'd be an interesting video to do. This is an 8 pop in PSA 9, 17 in PSA 8. So you get the picture. Weird looking card. Kind of oddball, kind of goofball, oddball card. For me, it's not real high on my list, but even as a disinterested observer who has no dog in this hunt, I can recognize the scarcity and the rarity of it and the maniacal tendencies of Jordan collectors to need every single Jordan card that's out there, especially ones that are 5 figures, and that's what drives prices like this for this Prism Jewel card. But that's what it's done over the last 6 months. So 10,000 jumped to 18,000, and now it's fallen back to 13,800. So it'd be interesting to see where we go from there. A Tatum Flawless, a Melo Exquisite, and this one I actually looked at. I actually considered buying, going outside the box, diverting from my hyper focus on Jordan and LeBron, and I thought about picking up this Tim Duncan because for a while there, with only a couple hours left, if I recall, this card was at about $9,000, which would have put it about $11,000 with the buyer's premium. And I know the PMG product very well. I have a PMG Championship Jordan. This, of course, is the 97 PMG Championship Tim Duncan. These are serial numbered to 50, and this is Tim Duncan's rookie card. And it's just a badass looking card. $18,600 for this Tim Duncan last night. I would not have chased it that far because I think that's about what it's worth based on the other grades that have sold recently that I saw. I think that's about right. But I would have definitely scooped this thing up for $11,000 and gladly held on to it for a couple of months or years or whatever it takes, because this is definitely one of Tim Duncan's best rookie cards in the world, in my personal opinion, grade notwithstanding. We've got a LeBron number patch auto, does $15,600. A lot of triple and double auto, triple and double logo man cards. Some are autos, some are just logo mans or logo men's or logo men or whatever the hell you want to call it, logo group. This is Tayshaun Prince, Mr. Big Shot, Chauncey Billups, and Rip Hamilton, the man behind the mask. So this is a card that's going to super appeal to nostalgic Detroit Pistons collectors and really basketball collectors worldwide. I personally despise the Pistons. I hate all Pistons teams, and I always will, simply because of the original Bad Boys team, which I hated and despised like so many others. Some people that appeals to, and some people are Pistons fans, believe it or not, for whatever reason. So this is a huge-ass card for a Pistons collector. I mean, even I, as a Pistons hater, can appreciate how cool it is to have those 3 dudes on a card. The only way it could be better is if it was a quintuple logo man and you threw Sheed on there and then you put the great Ben Wallace on there. That would be absolutely fascinating and amazing to put the entire starting 5 on there. That would be cool. But I don't know if they have quintuple logo men out there. I don't know. Panini increases all the product and all the one-on-ones and all the overprinting. I don't know why they haven't decided to put like 20 logo men on one card. I feel like maybe that time's coming. Dual patch, dual logo man, dual auto, PSA 8.5, no grade for the auto. David Robinson with his number inscribed. Tony Parker with his number inscribed. Hall of Famer, Spurs legend. Logo man, 1/1, masterpiece, 14,100. Choose one. Yes, this is 3. Yes, this is 2. This has autographs. This is PSA. This is the Spurs, who I also did not like. This is the Pistons. This is an interesting comparison for 2 cards that sold for almost the same price. It does speak something that this card outsold this card when there's 2 logo men here and 1 here. But again, there's a lot of things to consider, right? The players on the card. David Robinson's better than any of these players. Tony Parker's better than any of these players. There also is an autograph with the number inscription. It's a PSA label versus a BGS label. So interesting comparison of 2 cards to talk about. I'd really be curious what you guys think in the comments below. And again, I have no dog in this hunt. It's just 2 pretty interesting cards to compare and contrast. The LeBron Topps, not Chrome, but Topps Gold, serial number to 99. PSA 8 does 8,700. More National Treasures sealed hobby case does 16,800. That's a 4-count box. A Steph laundry tag, 1 of 1 auto does 23.4. We've got 2 Doncic parallel National Treasures rookie cards. Remember, this is when Panini said, F it, I'm going to start making 5,000 parallels of every player. So there's a serial number to 99, there's a serial number to 20, there's a serial number to 10, there's a 1 of 1, there's a serial number to 5, there's all kinds of crap out there. It's first off the line this, first off the line that. I don't know. I don't keep track of it because I don't collect it, but this is interesting because you've got a serial number to 20 card here that I think looks a little bit better because I like that patch window. Maybe I'm wrong. This is serial number to 10 card right here. They're both BGS 9. They're both Luka Doncic. 75,000 here, and then a little bit more than half for this serial number to 20 card right next to it, 39.6. The Doc PSA 9. Let's look up Dr. J's PSA 9 rookie card. This one last night does 17.4 in the PWCC May Premier Auction. Down from 18.9, down from 19.2, but up from 12.7.6. Over the last 6 months, the card's about even. Over the last 2 years, even vintage is down a little bit, and you can see this is a little bit misleading because remember these graphs and these percentages of growth or falling, the growth or loss is only measuring beginning data point to ending data point. You always have to look at the story in between. You can't just read the foreword and the afterword in a book and know what the hell happened on the 300 pages in between. Look at the data points, do your own research, do your own, first of all, make sure all these data points are vetted. There's a lot of things that go into making decisions and using comps as a guide to what you think a card is worth. A Jordan, LeBron, Upper Deck Black, serial number to 15, BGS 7.5, dual patch auto does 40,800, and this was cool. I've seen this before, I feel like. This is the 2007 Exquisite Collection LeBron patch auto. So 3 LeBron patch auto cards. It says PSA 6 and 7, so some are 6. It looks like 2 or 6, 1 is 7 if I had to guess. I can't see, it's small and I don't want to zoom in because I'll lose my page. The Doncic, again, like I said, how many parallels of the Doncic RPA do we have with the RC shield on it? But here's another one. It's the bronze horizontal number to 25. Of course, there's another bronze horizontal number to 49. I think there's a bronze serial number 1 of 1. I'm sure there's a bronze emerald. There's another bronze 10, I guess, probably. 13,500 for the horizontal. And then this is a huge card. Again, I plead complete ignorance. It's Jordan in an Olympic jersey with no USA on it. But this is a very, very rare card. It sold last night for $120,000. It's the 1996 Upper Deck U.S. Olympic Reflections of Gold Michael Jordan autograph, and it's a BGS 8.5. It only has a 9 for the auto, but beggars can't be choosers. And as you can see, it sold for $120,000. I actually do have this pulled up. As you can see, I mentioned how rare it was and how odd, this is not sorting by grade. This is just trying to find the damn card. It has sold twice in this year. It most recently sold in February, but this was a 6.5 with a 10 for the auto and a PSA slab. That sold for $210,000. This one sells for $120,000. A lot of things to consider: the grade, the slab, the autograph clarity, the color, the 8.5 versus the 6.5 PSA, which is probably what and what, but the 10 for the autograph for the PSA versus the 9 for the autograph for the BGS is probably a big deal. Let me know what you think. I am not an expert on that card. I don't know if that's a good price or a bad price. I just know that's a lot of money. We got a Star Jordan XRC 101 autograph, BGS 7.5, 8 for the auto with a black Sharpie across the middle, 24.6. Upper Deck Black quad autograph, Kobe, LeBron, Jordan, Magic. That's some people's Rushmore, not mine, but some people's Rushmore. That's pretty cool. That might be a good modern Rushmore, post-1980 Rushmore, let's call it, okay? Where you throw out Wilt, you throw out Kareem. That's probably close to what you're left with, depending on how you feel about Steph Curry and Matthew Dellavedova. Right next to that, you've got a 2003 Exquisite Collection. This is the big dog, right? This is the LeBron Exquisite RPA. It's the BGS 8.5. And again, I can't sort in order of price, guys, so I don't remember what we've seen or what we're going to see. This might be the highest selling item in the Premier Auction. I wouldn't know, and shame on PWCC/Fanatics. I've messaged them. They've got to get this fixed because I know you guys like to see us work our way up to the top. But this LeBron goes for $384,000 last night. As you can see the subs, it's 9.5, 9.598. So it is 0.5 away from being a BGS 9, which would obviously make a big difference. But let's look at the card. I've got it somewhere in here, and I'm sorry, I got a million things going on. There it is. Not good. Lowest sale of the last 5 sales. The card as recently as February of 2022. So what is that? 15 months ago, a little over 15 months ago, sold for 1.39 million. Last night it sold for 0.39 million or 0.38 million. So $1 million drop is a lot. Well, really for anybody, I think $1 million in 15 months to lose would probably be a pretty tough pill to swallow. But that's what that card's done. Again, down even from the last sale, that's a massive drop. So I feel for, well, there's one friend of mine that I need to congratulate for selling the card before this precipitous drop. And then there's another really good friend of mine who I do care about. And he's kind of holding on to one of these right now, if I had to recall, or I don't think he sold it. So an interesting story. Maybe a documentary will be made one day about this LeBron card. Let's go back real quick. I just want to see something. I just want to see the last. I just want to see all time. It's just crazy, right? Because somebody bought this damn thing for $8,000 in 2009. $8,000 somebody paid for an 8.5 exquisite, and now it's worth $384. So that person's up 4,700%. This person lost $1 million. This person lost even more than that. Now, again, I say lost. They may be holding the card. I have no idea. Sealed case of 2015 select. Jokic hunting and I guess Devin Booker hunting. Am I right on that? I think that's their rookie years. Patch auto Durant. We see this one all the time. 2007 exquisite. Serial number to 99. Patch auto 26-4. A Kobe Legacy. Row 0 does 16-8. And then a one-of-one masterpiece logo auto man. Kevin Durant from 2015 immaculate does 18-6. LeBron sort of partial logo man from the finals, that's cool, does 30,600. That seems like a massive freaking number. The true Doncic RPA in a 9.5, Gem Plus, 10 for the centering. Damn, that's a tough grade for that card. Does $75,000. That's a card that we can track because we have been watching this card for years and years. There's the last 2 years. The card once sold for $348. Now it's selling for $75. It's down 70% from the $248 in June of 2021. It's down even more if you measure from the height, which was around $350,000. So you're talking about being down almost, well, we're going to guess right at 75%. What's interesting is for years, well, I shouldn't say for years, for a couple, well, maybe for a couple of years early into their career, the measurement for the price of Doncic cards and Trae Young cards, they were always used because they were in the same draft class. They were traded for each other. They both got immediate success from the jump. Trae's team did a little bit better earlier on, of course, making that run to the finals, and it was all on his back, and he went nuts. And now Trae has fallen off a cliff. Now, finally, Luka cards are starting to come down commensurate. But this was always an interesting comparison because people would say, well, if the Trae's worth this, the Doncic should be worth this. And then people would say, well, if the Doncic is worth, this, the Trae should be worth at least this. And they would kind of push and pull each other. And that was the interesting comparison of all the cards because they were in the same products, the same cards, the same parallels, the same insert, all that stuff. And so now it's just interesting to look at these two cards on the screen at the same time right next to each other, and the Doncic in the same grade with the exact same subs, at least total number of subs, 75,000, Trae Young 11,400. Interested to hear your thoughts on that. Next to it, we've got a Metal Universe box sold for $20,400. I got it pulled up. Again, I told you I wasn't going to look at too much, but Metal Universe is as badass as it gets. $20,400 in last night's PWCC May premiere. The last time it sold, $29,400, so a $9,000 discount there. In January of this year, $34,200, so $13,800 less than a January sale for the exact same box. $20,400 back in December, $28,800, $24,000. I'm trying to find, we're way back now. So this is the last time. If it dips under 20, that will be the first time in years that card's dipped under 20. By the way, here's another Trae Young. This BGS 9.5, this BGS 9.5. It's the same card. I don't know why, but PWCC put it in there twice. Same serial number, same patch, same everything. So don't think that two of them sold for the same price, although I don't think that could throw you off. But that one's $11,400 because it's the exact same card, same serial number, same everything. Triple auto Magic Jordan LeBron, pretty cool. 24-6 for that one. LeBron logo man, $48,000 from the 2014 Immaculate product. A Kobe Bryant 1/1 autograph card from 2015 Flawless. 13,200. We see this card pretty often, believe it or not, albeit not necessarily in this grade with a premium subs. But this one, serial number to 50, is the 2003 LeBron SP Authentic Rookie Auto. $63,000 for that card. This one actually is a different Trae Young. So this is a different Trae Young. It's a mixed gem, and this one is serial number to 10. And so this is the gold parallel. So you see the comparison between even premium subs, BGS 9.5, true RPA is 11. The gold parallel is, obviously, there's about 1/10 as many out there. The BGS 9.5 does 18,300. Johnny Moore, for those of you who are new to the hobby, he's a very low pop card in the 1986 Fleer set, which is the greatest set of all time. I'll have words and fight anyone who disagrees with me. The Johnny Moore is one of those linchpin low pop cards. If you're trying to collect this set in perfect PSA 10 condition, you got to get the Johnny Moore. The pop is super low. It's in the 70s, I think. 27,600. I've got the history of this Johnny Moore card pulled up. This actually jumped, and a buddy of mine who watches the channel messaged me this morning on Instagram and was very proud and said, I bought the Johnny Moore. Congrats to you. I hope you're collecting the set and not buying it as an investment piece, because this card belongs in a complete set. So hopefully you're collecting the complete set, and I wish you all the luck in the world. I've been there, done that with the stickers, and not many people on earth can say that. So this is one of the rare times that I'll actually beat my chest about something that I've done in the hobby. Most of the time I'm looking at what other people have done in the hobby, and I'm just in awe of the types of cards they have in their collection. But for once, I did something that was pretty damn cool, and now I'm just a loser because I sold the set. But that Johnny Moore card's been hovering around 24, 25 for a while, and sold last night for 27,600 to the friend of the channel. If we look at the last 2 years, he's got to feel pretty good about it, because it sold for 90,000 in February last year, and now the card is selling for right at 27,600. So congrats, put the set together, and I'll have you on the channel. We'll talk about the set chase, because everybody likes to talk about 86 Fleer. It's just an awesome product. Kobe Bryant patch auto 18,000. 2 more sealed wax. A Steph Curry 1/1 from 2013 Select. It's a white hot insert that does 11,850. Again, those 1/1s for Steph Curry, there's not that many out there, but that was being discussed in a group chat on Instagram that I was part of the other day. This is the Kobe refractor, gold refractor rookie with coating. It does $30,600 in PSA 10 condition. The Kobe Fusion, not the molten metal Fusion titanium, which is serial number to I think 40. And gold colored. This is the Fusion serial number to 250 from 1998 Skybox Molten Metal. This Kobe does 18,000. PSA 10's tough, man. It's a pop 5 card right there. What about the SGC Jordan 86 Fleer 57, the forgotten Jordan rookie card? Let's check it out. And by the way, there's the Kobe. It's actually up. Okay, over the last sale from February, it's actually up. Yes, did you hear what I said? There's a card that just sold that is worth more than it was a few months ago. Yeah, I know that's rare, but don't get too excited, because there's the chart for the last 2 years. The card once sold for 58, so it's selling for about half. But what about the Jordan SGC? Let's pull him up. There he is. Oh my gosh, another card that's up, and it's a Jordan, and it is up about 5 grand, 4 grand, a little over 4 grand. So it sold for 63,000 last night, down from 6 months ago, but not too bad. It's only a pop 26 in SGC, because nobody grades that card in SGC. Exquisite RPA for Carmelo. So you're going to see all 3 exquisite RPAs. You're going to see rookie patch autos for the big 3, right? Which is from that draft: LeBron, Travis Ford. No, I'm just kidding. LeBron, Carmelo, and Dwayne Wade. All 3 of their exquisite RPAs. Serial number to that's the serial number to 15. I'm sorry. Just scrap everything I just said. This is the serial number to 15 parallel. Wow. Does 13,200. That's a pop 6 card. Kobe flag auto, whatever that is, sells for 6,000. Not sure that one belongs in the premium, in the PWCC Premier auction, but it is what it is. It was serial number 24 out of 24, so I'm sure that does appeal to some of the math nerds out there. My hand's raised. Ja Morant, weird timing on that one. True RPA does 20,400. Dirk Nowitzki, Topps Chrome Refractor. Guys, refractors used to be crazy rare, especially early year Topps Chrome. We're talking about 96, 97, 98. This Dirk is tough to grade, tough to keep the color perfect. The color on this one looks banging. $15,000 for this Dirk. Let's pull him up. He's somewhere in here. Here he is. Way down from where he was exactly 1 year ago when he sold for 33, less than half. Even down from the last sale. So I don't know where the floor is. I want to know where the floor is, but like the investor side of me sees these super rare Dirk rookies, these super rare Kobe rookies, these super rare Tim Duncan rookies, and I'm thinking, God, we got to be close to the floor. We may never get to that peak that we were at. It's just interesting to pontificate about that Cajun country vocabulary. Pontificate about where it's been and where it's going and where the floor is. None of us know. If anybody thinks they know, they don't. The only thing I know is I don't know anything. And so that's probably the best approach to it. One thing I do know is you can feel a lot more confident buying it today. And when I say it, I mean damn near any card today than you could 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, to be safe. And two more Kobe and LeBron patch autos go for $16,200. The LeBron Exquisite. This is first year Exquisite, so this is no ordinary patch autograph for LeBron. It's serial number 1 out of 25. Math nerds rejoice. $51,600 for that one. We got a Kobe Atomic Refractor PSA 10. This is a Kobe rookie, and it's an atomic refractor. It does $12,300. The LaMelo serial number to 8. Of course, now there's 8 billion parallels. We thought Doncic had a lot of parallels. Well, just go look at 2020, how many numerical parallel RPAs there are in National Treasures. It's dumb. Panini, just stop it. Go away. Fanatics, please listen to us. Stop doing it. There's too many cards of too many players in too many products with too many parallels. Stop it. Go backwards. Literally go backwards. It's what's best for the hobby. I'm begging and I'm pleading with you for long-term value in the hobby. You have to turn the clock backwards. I know that sounds weird. Usually we're like more, future. Let's print more people want it. No, it doesn't work that way. I think most in the hobby would agree. If you don't, comment and let me know why. 2018 Prism gold autograph Trae Young. It is a sticker auto, but that's what you get with Prism. Serial number 10 out of 10. Serial number 210, PSA 10, pop 1, $10,000. This card would have been, I don't even want to know what this card would have sold for in 2021. It would have been many multiples of $10,000. I know that. Patch auto Durant 17-1. Autograph LeBron incredible inscription. Serial number 25 does $27,000. That's a pop 1 as an authentic. PSA 10 with the autograph graded authentic. Dual autograph Kevin Durant, LeBron James, $8,700. This is an interesting one that another same friend of mine picked this card up as well in our little group chat. Really big collector, really amazing collection, and only going to add to that collection. Now here's the deal. It's serial number 2 out of 3. If you ignore the slash, right, the divisor sign in between the numerator and the denominator, it's 23. So that is pretty cool. I know everybody's stretching ways to make it jersey number, but that's cool. And even if it was 1 out of 3, it's freaking out of 3, and it's Michael Jordan. Now, it's not playing years, but it's a great looking card, and it is serial number 3, and it's got Jordan's autograph on it, and it's graded a Beckett 10 autograph. So awesome pickup. $84,000 for that bad boy right there. The LeBron James Ultimate Collection BGS 9.5 does $36,000. The Giannis rookie BGS 9 does $84,000. I'm trying to remember. I got that pulled up. There you go. And there he is. Even Giannis is down $84,000. He's only down $26,000 from 5 months ago, though. So if, in the grand scheme of things, that's not too bad. It's a pop 48 card in BGS 9. Wow. Two triple autographs. Let's do some comparing here, and let's look at this a little bit closer. You got Kevin Garnett and Tracy McGrady on both these cards. Okay, Kevin Garnett and Tracy McGrady are the left and the middle on both these cards. The third logo man on the left, you got Amari Stoudemire. On the right, you've got Jermaine O'Neal. Both cards are 101 masterpieces. Both cards are just Beckett authentic. So basically, one's 2004, one's 2006. Essentially, you're comparing Amari Stoudemire versus Jermaine O'Neal. Who was the better player? I don't know. Go to basketballreference.com and compare them yourself. They're both really good, but not great players. They were very good, but not great players. Both all-stars, but neither Hall of Famers. Just really, really freaking good players. And the difference between the two cards is $3,300. Let me know in the comments essentially you're choosing between Amari Stoudemire and Jermaine O'Neal. So who would you choose? If you're old like me, you remember those guys and you watch those guys, they were both very good players. Who would you choose? I would choose this card over both of those, and I know there's only 2 logo men on here, but once again, we have autographs, and on these we do not. Same grade, which is no grade, but Beckett authenticated. I like these 2 guys because even more so than Trae Young and Doncic, who were a draft day trade and will be measured and compared and talked about together for their entire career. These 2 dudes were college teammates. And in college, Antoine Jamison killed it. And Vince Carter was a very good college player as well. But they were traded for each other seconds after they were drafted on draft day. And of course, the trade was probably, fixed before the draft. But they were traded, literally changed hats on the stage and all that crap. And they both went on to have great careers. Obviously, Vince Carter's career far surpasses Antoine Jamison. But Antoine Jamison, a very good pro player. Probably not as good a pro career as his college career because he was very much heralded coming out of University of North Carolina. One of my favorite ever college teams to watch. I've got a list. That might be a good video. They would be on my list. The famous LSU teams with Chris Jackson, Stanley Roberts, and Shaquille O'Neal, and those folks would be on my list. The Loyola Marymount teams would be on my list. The UNLV team would be on my list. And that UNLV team with, George Ackles and Anderson Hunt and Greg Anthony and Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon and Travis Bice. That's the UNLV team. They played that Duke team with Grant Hill, Thomas Hill, Bob Hurley, and Leitner and all those guys. Those were 2 of my favorite teams that I ever saw in college basketball. And, of course, my 96 Kentucky Wildcats as well. That would be a good video to make with my favorite or just the best, the most watchable college basketball teams of all time. Back when college basketball was actually worth a shit, because now it's not. It's absolute trash, and I'll have words and fight anybody who says otherwise. 98 Fleer, Playmakers Theater, serial number to 100. The Kobe does $22,800. The Jordan would do probably $100,000. The Gold Contemporary LeBron BGS 9 rookie card, serial number to 25, does $18,900. That seems like a good buy to me if you can get past the BGS 9 label. I really like Topps Contemporary Collection, the clean, simple look, and the gold serial number 25 makes it pretty damn unique. This is the Kobe BGS 10. So up here we saw the Kobe PSA 10 with coating, gold refractor rookie, $30,000. Here we see the same exact card, no coating, BGS 10, which is usually a notch higher, $32,400. So similar prices for those 2 cards, with coating, without coating. PSA, BGS, the color and the clarity, I didn't look close enough. You guys can do your own research. Here's a card that's interesting, BGS 10 LeBron, 2003 Topps Chrome Refractor. I've got him somewhere in here. Is this him? Nope, that's the Kobe. The Kobe BGS 10 actually went up with no coating, believe it or not, over the last 6 months. Look at the LeBron, guys. Oh, my dear. Now, here's the problem, right? And I was talking about this with my really good friend, Cage Lawyer, the other day, who happens to own one of these 32 LeBron Refractor BGS 10s. I told him, no matter what your gut is telling you, hold the damn card, Cage, and let me show you why. And we both agreed on this. It's a Pop 32 card. There are 32 of these in the world in a BGS 10 slab. Look how many have sold just over the last 24 months. It's 1 a month. 26 of the 32, right? And now, again, I know some of these are the same cards selling over and over, but my point is 26 sales of a card where only 32 exist in the world over a 24-month period. What the hell do you expect? Of course the card's going to go down. And so for that reason, the card was once $180,000. Now it's $34,000. If we look at the all-time chart, is that the highest it got? It got to $221,000. Now it's at $34,000. That's 1/7, about 1/6, 1/7, something like that. It's just too late to get out, right? I did it with my Chrome and got destroyed, and I took that ass whipping. This is just a much bigger, much more important card, and I think this is going to have significantly better long-term hold investment value than a base Chrome like the crap that I sold. This is the real deal, man, and this is a card that I personally would hang on to if I was Cage Lawyer. Cage, I'm talking to you. Hopefully you watch my channel. I know you don't, but if you did, I'd hold on to that card and just ride this crap out, and you've got the financial wherewithal to do it, you rich bastard. 2006 Upper Deck Exquisite Collection, limited logos, Jordan. This is a PSA Authentic, a 10 for the autograph, which is what matters most on a card like this. It's from 2006 Exquisite, 38,400. Right next to it, here we are again, another triple logo, and this one's got a cool theme, right? It's those Nuggets teams with Melo, Iverson, and J.R. Smith. Another really exciting NBA team to watch. I think George Karl might have been the coach back then, which is shocking because he was an asshole and everybody hated him, especially his players. So it would be interesting for these three dudes, especially, to play for that guy. It's just funny to think about in hindsight after hearing how much all of his players hated him. 2006 Exquisite. It's a triple logo, man. It is a one-on-one masterpiece. $15,600 for this card. So pretty similar to the price we saw for these other triple logo men up here, 16 and 13. So square right in the middle. Interesting there. Iverson obviously being the major draw there. Carmelo also, and then J.R. Smith is just a throw-in. Obviously, J.R. Smith's a lot weaker player than maybe a Jermaine O'Neal and an Amari Stoudemire for sure. Here's the Exquisite patch auto, the true RPA for Dwayne Wade. BGS 9 does 16,200, and then a Upper Deck Black Diamond Rainbow. Never seen this card. I'm not familiar with this card, but it's a LeBron Upper Deck Black Diamond Rainbow, serial number to 10. Puts it in rare company, a 9.5 Gem Plus with a 10 for the centering. Really cool looking card, almost like a Michael Jordan behind the glass looking camera angle and pose. 15,900 for that one. We've got an autographed Star Jordan card from 1984, and it does 21,300. Another LeBron. This is a one-of-one from 2005. Autograph does 4,800. And the last card is this Bill Russell number pieces from 2004, second year Exquisite with a 3-color miniature, 3-color patch, serial number 2, not a coincidental 6. Does 29,400. So that does it, guys. I can't really give you a top to bottom recap because, as you can see on your screen, there is no way to sort these cards by price. So PWCC or any constituents or representatives of PWCC, if you're watching, please understand I can't sort this by highest price. Well, I can sort it by highest price, but I've got to sort it by date to get last night's sales. If I sort it by highest price and I click the apply button, I get cards that sold years ago. And so you'll see this card sold in 2022. So you can't do both. I can't sort it by date, choose last night's auction, and sort it by highest price. You used to be able to go up here to browse, go to the pull down for Premier, and then over here on the left, it would show you this Premier auction that we're in right now. And then over here on the left, there would be a closed option, but there's no closed option, so I cannot sort by closed either. There's no closed option. Keep scrolling, video games, this, that, year, price, all this. Can't do it. And so PWCC, please fix that because all of my Cajun Cardboard channel viewers want to see these cards build up to a crescendo, and then we can look at the top 10 and we can hyper focus on the super mega grails. And some people probably fast forward to those. I don't know. Anyway, as always, thank you guys for watching. This is a daily double, so I'm going to finish this video, try to get it up. I also got to go film my top 24 Michael Jordan cards that sold on last night's Golden Weekly Auction. I'm starting to do that every Friday morning as well. It just happens to be that one day where the PWCC Premier ends at the same time as the Golden Weekly, which ends every Thursday as well. It's once a month this happens, and so you're going to get a daily double treat today. You'll get 2 videos. I'll get this PWCC Weekly out right away. The top 24 Jordans that sold in last night's Golden Weekly Auction will probably come out around 4:30 at my regularly scheduled time. No Explore the Card episode coming out today or this week. I'm taking a week off. I'll do another Explore the Card episode next week, and I'll film that ahead of time because I'm heading out of town next weekend for some family stuff. I'm a soccer coach, in case you haven't read about it that in the papers or on ESPN. I coach a little super soccer team that I put together, and we're a bunch of little ass kickers, and so we're traveling out of state to go play in a little tournament with my son and some of his buddies, and have some fun with some good friends of ours. So anyway, thank you guys for watching as always. I hope you have an awesome weekend. I do have a mail day this weekend that you're going to want to check out Saturday morning at 10:30. If this is your first experience with my channel, it's a little tongue-in-cheek, it's a little out there. Please don't take offense if I bashed your player, Kobe, Isaiah Thomas, Carmelo, Paul Pierce, there's some guy, Kendrick Perkins, PJ Tucker, Dylan Brooks. Most of you guys are safe because you don't collect those guys, but some of those guys are very collectible and we're otherworldly players. And so if I bash your player, please don't take offense to it. I'm just kidding. But anyway, thank you guys for watching as always. Keep collecting. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Hit the bell icon because, like I said, some days you're going to get 2 videos and you want to know when they both come out so you can keep your finger on the pulse of what's going on in the hobby with the prices of these cards. which are still looking for the floor, apparently. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby. Peace.